I just bought the cheapest Sony action camera that I could find. I bought it used for 15 euros plus 7 euros shipping. And it looks like it's packaged up pretty well. And inside the box you can see that we got the camera itself in its waterproof case with a mount and a ball head, the charger and a battery, but sadly the battery isn't the original one. And this model is the Sony HDR-AS15, which was released in 2012, which is 12 years ago. But it can shoot in Full HD 1080p at 30 fps with stabilization, and it has a stereo microphone. It also has a 720p 120 fps option, but it sadly won't record audio when you shoot in 120 fps. So it is really cheap, but how good is it in 2024? Well, the build is actually pretty decent. It isn't extremely rugged, but I absolutely love this design. And you don't see it on other action cameras, with the lens here on the front and a vertical body, which makes it feel like a mini camcorder instead of a mini photo camera. And here on the front it has a wide angle lens of 170 degrees, so it does capture a lot, but when you turn on the stabilization it will go down to 120 degrees. Because it's digital stabilization. And here you can see on the side it has the Exmor R sensor and it is backlit, so it is pretty decent in low light for an action camera. But it isn't splash proof or waterproof without the case. So when you use the case with it, you will get terrible audio. And it also makes the camera a lot bigger. And this old model case doesn't have access to the previous and next buttons, whereas the newer one does. Luckily there is a tripod mount on here, but there is sadly no camera tripod mount on the camera itself. But what is really cool about this thing is that it does have an HDMI port and a microphone port. So you can plug in an external microphone for better audio. And there is no display to view your video, but because it has a really wide angle lens, you will capture everything that you're pointing it at. And to change the settings you have to use this tiny screen, which isn't perfect of course. And this one doesn't have a photo mode, only an interval mode. But because it has no screen, that means that the battery life is actually pretty good on this thing, so you can capture for a long time without it running out of batteries. And even though it's really tiny, it does have replaceable batteries. And this thing works in fully automatic mode, no way to change settings, so no sharpness adjustment, no color profile adjustments, no white balance adjustment, everything is in full automatic mode. And it also can stand upright because the bottom isn't flat. Of course, because it's an action cam, it has a tiny sensor, which means it's not amazing in low light, but for the time it was actually good in low light. Because it's a 12-year-old action camera, it doesn't really compare to modern action cameras. And for 2024 standards, the image quality is just bad. It also has a little bit of an over-sharpened look. And when looking between the 720p and 1080p footage, I didn't see a big difference. So I think the 1080p is just upscaled 720 video. But it is nice that it has some kind of stabilization, because back in 2012, almost any action camera didn't have any stabilization at all. But keep in mind that I only paid 15 euros for it, which isn't a lot of money. So should you buy one of these old cameras in 2024? Well, probably not this specific model. The image quality is just not that great. But it's still fun using one in 2024. There are some other Sony models that still have some good image quality in 2024, but this is not one of them. But it was still really fun looking back at this extremely cheap camera. So what do you think of this camera? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching.